Hello and welcome to another part of this series where we introduce you to the teams competing in the EEC 2025, and this time around we have Femmes Fatales. Femmes Fatales is an Orgless team that qualified through the open qualifiers, and they are the embodiment of a reject team, just 5 friends playing League of Legends, having fun, just the good stuff. None of the players has ever really played in an established team. Torlaine was playing for Gameboard last year, but did not compete in the EEC, so is still considered a rookie. The only player that already played in the EEC is Iana, but she also played herself through the open qualifiers with Chester Gaming, ended up in the playoffs, was not in any of the big orgs or anything, so all pretty much blank slates. They already managed to gather a pretty big fan base. You can also catch the action of Femmes Fatales live on our Twitch, twitch.tv/BlueRiverLol. We're gonna co-stream all their games, which is gonna be fun for sure. So yeah, let's get into the player introductions. And on top lane, we have Erica, who is the weak side agent of the team. I mean, both sides are weak sides. But yeah, Erica is the more typical weak sider with her ability to soak pressure and still perform really well. Except for when she plays Akali, then it's kind of FF. But in general, her play is very controlled. She's not gonna randomly die on side lane or in 1v1, and that's what makes her really strong for the team. She's also playing VGC and Magic the Gathering competitively on a pretty high level, so not only talented on the top lane, but also got the brains to play some of the more strategic games. She's kind of seen as Poppy Merchant, as this is her best champion, and I mean, if she gets Poppy, she will win the lane. Just a menace on the champion, probably the best Poppy in the tournament, so definitely one of the picks to watch out for her. And speaking of which, the champs to watch out for Erica are Poppy, Aatrox and Ambessa. Can soak some pressure, can also generate pressure on the side lane. Definitely a player to watch out for. In the jungle, we have MelonColaLoL, who is the professional rage baiter and Twitter addict of the team. Almost everybody knows her by now, because she almost had beef with everyone out there. What's pretty interesting about her is that she was previously playing competitively in Age of Empires and also coached there on the highest level of competition. Coached also one of the most successful players there. Definitely brings some stability to the team just through the mental and experience. In League though, she is still considered a rookie. This is the first tournament she ever played in competitively, outside from some Prime League shenanigans. If you think about Elo inflated, Abby is the first thing that comes to mind. She's Yorick inflated, Naafiri inflated, Udi inflated, like, it's crazy. If you see in solo queue, just run. She's very, very creative in her jungle pathings and picks. She can play everything in jungle, and she's not scared of playing counter matchups or anything. She would just think of a way to beat you. Very, very LS-esque in that sense, that she tries to make everything work and sees the game very differently than the most other players do. So it's, I think, one of the most fun junglers to watch, just because her creativity in the picks, in the pathings, she will make something happen, right? It's not full clear 24/7 city. She will try to make something happen, try to be creative. Champs to watch out for her are Yorick, Xin and Trundle, but I think she can play everything, as I said, so expect the unexpected. On mid lane, we have Torlaine, who is the #1 Taliyah merchant on this planet. If you think of Taliyah, you think of Torlaine, which speaks for her, honestly. It's not a bad thing for her, because she's really, really, really good on this champion. She was one of the players that looked the best through the open qualifiers, not only through her mechanical skill, but also through her map movements, map rotations. She was always there when the team needed her, and this is one of the biggest strengths for her, that she's just always there when the team needs her. She will almost never be the reason why you lose the game. She's very consistent, never loses lane really, and allows the team to play for their strengths. And just in general, a very solid foundational player for the team. She came into the scene kind of as a Zilean OTP, but grew out the role pretty quick. Some other champs to watch out for are, as I said before, Taliyah, Zilean and Hui. She's a very control mage, heavy player, and I think for some of the better mid-jungle duos, this might be abusable, but she's really, really good at not letting that happen. Gonna be interesting to see if some better teams like G2 Hill might be able to abuse it or not. On bot lane, we have EVV, who is a professional Deutsche Bahnhater, very relatable, always too late. She's definitely the most rookie player of the team. MelonColaLoL also has her first season, but has some experience in Age of Empires under her belt. Meanwhile, EEC is completely unknown. This is her first tournament ever, and therefore still has to prove a lot. In the open qualifiers, she looked a bit shaky. Gonna be interesting to see if she got that sorted out. She's also a supportive player, but she's also able to step up for the team if she's needed on the right champion. Her Ezreal looked really strong in the open qualifiers, so yeah, definitely gonna be interesting to see if we're gonna see that again. Gems to watch out for are Seraphine, Ezreal and Caitlyn, even though I'm not completely sold on her Caitlyn yet, just because it also doesn't really fit the playstyle of the team. Maybe we will see it again and maybe I'll get proven wrong, I hope so. On the support role, we have the most experienced player of the team, which is Iana. Last year she qualified for the EEC and the Coupe d'Etoile, therefore already proven herself as a very solid player. Iana mostly embodies the stability of the team and is the spear, so to speak. Her engages are really devastating and she will find good angles to get a teamfight rolling. You always need to watch out where she is, otherwise you will just get rolled over. Gems to watch out for her are Leona, Rel and Nico, and yeah, as I said, her engage is menacing, and if she finds a good angle and if they get her to teamfight, she will just carry it. Femme fatales might not be on everyone's mind when thinking about teams fighting for the title or fighting for a game changer spot, but I think they definitely are kind of a lucky bag. Especially in the drafting, there's some very interesting ideas, and I think Fox, as the coach, really helps the team out in building cohesive drafts and building cohesive strategies and bringing it all under one roof. They already shown that they have the potential to do great things. In the Solari show match, they completely stomped over them, and also in the open qualifier looked very strong, very solid. Maybe had a little bit of a funny game against Supernova, which is totally fine because Supernova is also a very strong team. And I think the team has the potential to shoot for the top 3 in their group and go for playoffs, which would be a big W, because it gives you a chance of playing for the game changer spot. The biggest strength of the team is definitely their team fighting. When they get into a spot where they are even or ahead and just can go for those team fights, they are really strong. The mechanics are really good and they're always on the same page, so definitely watch out for them. The player to watch for this team is definitely MelonColaLoL, as she's super creative, is also the most fun jungler to watch, so it's gonna be a blast to see her play. That was it with the presentation video for Femme Fatales. My battery from the camera is going empty, so I need to go fast. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, all that stuff. You can watch the games on twitch.tv/BlueRiverLol, where we are gonna do the little co-streaming thingy. Yeah. Buy the jerseys, they are really cool. I'm also gonna get mine soon. And yes, see you soon. Bye. Would you like to introduce yourself first?
Hello guys, my name is Abby or MelonColaLoL. I am 20 years old. I am playing jungle for the team Femme Fatale. I'm relatively new to League. I've been playing Professional Age of Empires and coached Professional Age of Empires for the last 4 years. Switched to League 1 year ago, and 1 year later now I'm stuck here. I don't know how I ended up here, but I'm here. Hello everyone.
What do you think is the biggest strength of the team?
I think we are playing a really untraditional way of playing League of Legends, right? Most people play a really structured game. We like to... Our biggest strengths are like in the team fight department and objective fight department, so we like to skirmish the shit out of people. We just like to fight and try to set up the good fight moments for us the entire time. I think if we get to team fighting, we are one of the best teams in EEC, maybe even the best when it comes down to that. And that's like the thing, if we don't fall behind that hard and just get our objectives and just try to get in the mid game, if we get our mid game fights, we just basically win every game. I think we can beat every team in that department. And I think that makes us also really fun to watch. Like, we play some untraditional champions in some very untraditional ways as well. I like to cook a lot in the item build department and on the pick department. So yeah, I think we are overall very entertaining to watch. I think that's what makes us very special.
Well, then it's good that I get to watch all the games. What are your general expectations for the tournament?
You mean for us specifically?
Yeah, for
or?
you specifically. I mean, everyone bets on G2 winning, so I mean.
Yeah, I would also bet on that, by the way. Like, I think it would make the most sense for them. I mean, that's for sure. But we can be a major threat to everyone. I said that before. I think if a team doesn't prepare enough for what we are doing and how we are playing, we can pretty much upset everyone. And I think that's also the thing. Like, I think we have at least the ability to win and some stakes against every team, even against G2, SK as an example.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like in the end, it relies on who is in the better form of the day. I would say that. So if everything goes perfectly well, the development keeps growing like that, and we get good days every day, I think we can win the entire EEC, that's for sure. But more realistic for us would at least be playoffs, semifinals, something in between that for me.